I want to tell you about 3 critical mistakes that almost all network marketers make. I see a lot of people making this. I see new people that join my team do this. And in fact, I didn't even make a lot of money on the internet and in my network marketing business until after I fixed these critical mistakes. So I'm going to, because you love watching my videos and stuff, I want to give you these things. I want to tell you about them ahead of time so you don't fall for them, and so that you can help your team not fall for them when you start growing and duplicating and building a large organization. All right, so real quick, I'm going to jump right into them, and if you don't know who I am, I'll tell you that afterward. But my name is Brian Couch. I'm here in Dallas, Texas. I travel around the world. I've been a full-time network marketer, growing on the internet, building teams of people all over the world through some of the stuff that I'm actually going to talk right now. So the first big mistake that I see tons and tons of network marketers fall for is they're spending way too much time with way too few people. They get in their idea like, this person would be perfect. They're gonna get in and they're gonna blow it up. And they spend all this time trying to convince this one person or this idea that they had that helps them, not so much that's in the interest of the one person that they, fallen in love with. That person's gonna build my business. I want it to do anything, right? And they spend way too much time with people like that, right? With just a few people, when in reality, what you really need to be doing is spending a small amount of time with a lot of people, with like way more people. You need a high lead flow approach. And, like my buddy George, he actually became the #1 recruiter in Shackley. He blew it up like back in the 90s because he ran a radio ad to everybody that was listening to the radio that sent him over to his website that captured the lead, right, from the ones who weren't really that interested. It filtered the ones who weren't that interested, the tire kickers, the one that are like, the ones whose the time isn't right, to the ones who are like, yes, I love what you're saying, I know what you're talking about, and I'm ready right now. And he got on the phone and he talked to those people, right? And actually, when you talk to those, it's so cool when you start running an internet business and they watch all these videos of yours, like maybe you've watched a ton of my videos, and they actually join my team. And the very first time they join my team or become a customer, they buy something from me, right? Because I don't really talk to prospects anymore. I only talk to customers. I target a group of people that want to buy my product because there's millions of them out there. I sell the product to them through automation, through internet marketing. And then I talk to customers. But anyway, when I pick up the phone and I call a customer, they're always blown away. They're like, oh my God, nobody's from the internet's ever called me before. It's so cool. I've watched so many of your videos. It's so awesome to speak to you, right? That's the kind of response you get. So the very first mistake, you don't have enough qualified leads. You're spending way too much time hounding and chasing after too few people, okay? Number 2 mistake that I see everybody kind of doing out there, they're using outdated or broken systems, right? They're using systems from the 90s to recruit people. Like some of them will say, they'll justify the fact that some of these old school network marketers, they'll say, this has to be duplicatable, you want new people to do it. Well, sure, absolutely. You want the new person to be able to get in and start succeeding right away. That's why you keep it simple. But it doesn't have to be offline. It doesn't have to be like from the Stone Age. There's a lot of online systems that you can use today that'll actually, that are simple to use, that people are getting results their first week, right? I got a brand new person come in that had never done anything on the internet before, follow the system and follow some of the special training bonus that I gave her, and she actually had 4 sales in her first week. So, don't fall for any of that crap about if you're using some ancient system that's outdated or broken, it doesn't really work, something that's limiting how you build to where the only way that you can build is in this one specific way. It's limiting you. You don't want things that limit your business, okay? That's common sense, obviously. And one of the things that I like about using kind of a good system that's working is that you don't really experience the rejection. My videos experienced a rejection. If you didn't like what I was talking about, if you didn't think that, Brian's got something I can learn, right? Then you wouldn't continue watching this video, and I would actually never know. And if you never actually joined my team or bought me, I probably am not going to meet you. Unless you go to an event and, I'm at the event too, then absolutely, we'll shake hands and be friends on Facebook and stuff. And then number 3, this is the third one, this is the big one, lack of skills of education, right? I know when I first got in, I fell in love with the idea of, I was in a little binary thing, right? And I fell in love with the idea that I can get this firecracker on the left and this firecracker on the right, right? I just got to talk to enough people that talk to enough people that talk to enough people, then I'm going to get these 2 people, one on my left, one on my right, and they're just going to explode. They're going to take off, and they're going to do everything for me. And while telling that story is a good way to recruit, it's a bit misleading, right? Like it got me. I was like, oh my God, it's so easy. That's so simple. I can't wait, right? It's a great story to tell if you're trying to recruit somebody and mislead them a little bit, right? But it's not a good thing to buy into yourself, okay? So you need to have the skills. It takes a little bit of time to gain the skills. Now, some people already have the skills. They've gained it from other things. They've been in sales. They're a big people person. They're in a position of authority or power. You know, they're a mayor or a judge of a small town or something, and they gather up a meeting at $10,000 a month overnight, right? And those get real frustrating for people like myself who had to learn all these skills, right? Like, because in the beginning, I was an introvert. I played a lot of video games and stuff on the computer before I decided, you know, I need to see the world, right? I need to do something other than everything through this computer screen. And so I was terrible on video. I couldn't talk in front of people. My presentation skills were garbage, but I worked on them, and I gained those skills through education. I learned and I learned and I learned and I learned, and I just got better and better. In fact, the very first presentation that I ever gave, I went over to my friend's house and I was like, dude, you know those pyramid scams? You know those pyramid schemes things? I joined one. They're actually way cooler than you think. And he's like, what? No, I'm not going to do that. So that was my first attempt at recruiting somebody. Absolutely stupid approach, right? But for whatever reason, I thought that, all right, well, you know, this guy trusts me and he sees my judgment. And wow, I'm holding this camera. My arm's actually getting tight over here, getting a little workout in. This is the, I just got the S6 active, and I guess maybe it's a little heavier than what I'm used to. Or maybe this video's going on too long because I'm going on tangents and getting a little ADD and rambling. But anyway, guys, those are the 3 things. You need to continue learning and building your skills, build on them. In fact, if you want to learn to be a better speaker, the best way is speaking in front of video, because you not only get the exact same experience as speaking, right? Because the first time I went on stage, I was a great speaker. Not because I'd ever done that before. I'd never talked in front of a large group of people before. But because I got good at home, all alone like I am now, making videos, right? So make videos. I actually have, below the video, I'll put a link. You can go and you can take my video challenge. This is not only going to make you get good at speaking, get over your fears of speaking, in a really, really short period of time. It's also going to teach you a lot of valuable skills about storytelling, about bringing in lots of traffic, about using systems like, you know, that work, right? Mistake number 2, outdated or broken systems. And then obviously you'll be able to get more qualified leads. Get more qualified leads, so you're not spending too much time with too few people. So below the video right now, I got a link. It's going to take you to my video challenge, right? And it's going to have you kind of just take a lot of action on that. So I want you to click on that link right now, put your email address in, and take my video challenge. Overcome those 3 objections, those 3 problems that everybody has, and I'll see you guys on the beaches of the world.